everybody, so it's Mickey. So today I am going to be putting a photo onto canvas. Everybody has seen this on Pinterest and everything like that, so I just wanted to make a video. There's a space in Sophia's room right above her dresser slash, what's it called? Changing table. And it's just a blank wall, so I wanted to put something on top of that. Luckily enough, one of my brothers is a a graphic designer. That's what it's called. And so I asked him if he would make something. The colors in her room are white and gray chevron with an accent of purple. So this is what he made me. Let me get it real quick. Here it is. So this is what, 24 by 36. It has Sophia's initials, S, Sophia, R, Reina, and L, our last name. So yeah, I actually purchased that. He sent me the link. I should have gotten my other brother, who is he works for a printing company. Should have got him to print it out for me and mail it to me. Unfortunately, I didn't, and I sent it to CVS because they had a special. It was, I can't remember how much off, but I ended up paying $16 for that to get printed out. Unfortunately, it took forever for it to come in, and I just had some issues, but whatever, I have it now. I'm not going to worry about it. So the things that you are going to need is, of course, your photo on whatever size. I went to Michael's and I picked up a canvas the size that I needed it. I love Michael's because you can always have, they always have like a 40% off a regular price item. So I only bought this canvas for, I believe it was like $20. Yeah, it was like $20. And then, of course, a brush, or this is a sponge one, because I have a lot of those at home. And then I have my best friend in the world, any craft person's best friend in the world, Mod Podge. I love Mod Podge. And then just extra because I wanted to try it. I hate when you put stuff down and, you know, there's bubbles behind it and stuff like that, and you just can't rub it out and whatever. So I bought this. It's by Mod Podge. It's a professional decoupage tools. So it comes with this little, it looks like an eraser. It's got the angles. So that's supposed to help get to corners if you're, you know, doing like a tray on the inside and stuff. And then they have this roller. It's a rubber roller, so you can sort of just roll the bubbles out from underneath whatever you're pasting. It could be fabric or material, paper, whatever. So, yep. All right, so we're going to try this. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers that it'll come out, because I would hate for this to go to waste. All right, bye. All right, so here is my canvas. I did put it on a blanket, and the reason for that is, you know, I have two dogs. You want to make sure that any kind of dust or anything like that isn't around, because you will get that stuck in your painting and it will be a pain in the butt to get out. So I got my Mod Podge. I have a sponge brush, but you can use a regular brush, it's up to you. Just want to get this totally covered, not too thick of glue, because then it won't stick very well and you'll have places where you can see the glue. Yes, I did spread it like that, but I evened it out so that it's not too much. It was just a really large canvas. So right here, I made sure to line up my my photo with the canvas. I'm somewhat OCD, so I wanted to make sure that it is very even and that it wouldn't be crooked at all, because if it was crooked, it would drive me insane. So yeah, I took my time to make sure that it was really evened out. After I did that, then I, you know, as you see here, I went ahead and rolled it all the way out. It was pretty even all the way through. I made sure that
the last edge lined up well, that meant that the middle section was going to line up. After that, I grabbed my roller and I started to roll it, but you can tell here that the sides kept on rolling up. So I looked up other instructions and before I started this, and noticed that something else you can do is what I'm going to do right here, and that is flip the whole canvas around, making sure that your edges stay straight on the canvas. And what this is going to do is sort of going to put pressure and keep that picture in place and try to make the canvas and the photo stay in contact. So I went over it with the roller to help with that. Pretty easy step. What sucked is you can't really do that in the areas with the wood, but you know, the majority of the photo I could do it with, so I really wasn't too worried. To help out with the contact while I was waiting for the Mod Podge to dry, I went ahead and added my board games, which I had just filmed a tag with the board games, so they were readily available to me. So after 2 hours, I came back. As you can tell, I added some books and stuff, just smaller stuff to fit in the little gaps. And then I took them all off to see, you know, what my results were going to be. I'll spare you from watching me take them all off. So 2 hours of waiting, and I'm going to flip it over. And you can see the results. It's pretty lined up, and you can see the little snodge in the bottom. I have a critic. Paper wanted to supervise my work and see what I was doing. I think he approved. So the last step of this is to sort of make it look like a painting. You're going to add some Mod Podge on top of that. You're going to put a layer. I did it vertical strokes, just long ones. You can do it however you want. If you want it to look more like a painting, you can do different swooshes, different ways or whatever. What you'll see is the strokes that you used to cover it with the Mod Podge, and that's it.
Okay, so this is the space that I want to fill up in the room. This is Sophia's dresser drawer. I'm going to be changing that change pad. I just have a blanket on it. But basically her room is purple, gray, and the gray and white chevron. I will be doing something on this, but as you can see here, my husband put some gray and white chevron all throughout this cabinet. He actually made it look really nice. So that's why we have the canvas is that color. So I'm going to put that right up here. Okay, so if you didn't know, and you have an iPhone, the iPhone actually has an app with a lever in it. If you go to the compass, it'll actually have you calibrate it. You'll just do a complete circle and it'll calibrate it for you. So it will, now I'm holding it level, so that's why it turned green. So that's what I'm going to use in order to hang it up here. So this is our finished product right here. And it just looks glossy, but it actually, like, you can see the brush strokes in that I made. So this is just going to go right up here, right above Sophia's. So that is it. There's the finished product. I love it. I love the way it sort of looks like a painting, but not really. It goes totally with the theme of her room. Now, you can paint the sides of it before you put your photo on, or even after. One of the Pinterest things that I saw had it afterwards, but I since it is white in here, I sort of like seeing that white canvas. I played around with the thought about painting the sides purple as well, but I just didn't do that. So maybe later on I might change my mind. So we'll see. All right. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. And I will be doing a few more projects here in her room until it's complete and ready for her to get in here. So yeah. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.